It'll be coming into like winter and shit soon. But like, yeah, Australia's like tropical kind of thing, so we don't. At least where I am, we don't get snow. Down south does, but I don't get snow here. But it doesn't really matter because Australian houses are just poorly insulated, so it's usually colder inside than it is outside. And so if it's cold, it's fucking cold. So yeah, it'll be that kind of like weather soon to I don't know, have heaters on and stuff. What else? Sort of base stamp. Thank you. This is my colony of Asora, and this is the 4th location we've moved to. I'm taking an army of 250 plus colonists to the landed ship quest. We've been going for 3 years so far with this colony, and this is the 4th location that we've moved to. We're kind of just settling in here, so I'll zoom out a bit so you can kind of see. But yeah, everybody's got an individual bedroom. I fucked around like rebuilding the prison a good few times. I've had to make some emergency grow rooms inside because yeah, we need food. Like I said, we had a couple of like cold snaps plus winter snow and stuff, so yeah, can't really like risk that they don't have enough food at this point. I even my flow calves died. I've even installed these like nutrient paste dispenser things for first time, so yeah. Why do we have all the power just go out? I know it's night time. I know we're not having an eclipse, and the calf died because yeah, the boomlope calves were beside it, got cold. That's fine. As long as we can bring that in. Does look like it's allowed, so that's fine. Leave that. Save that shit. Nice. It rained here today. I had a day off today. Nice. I don't think it rained here today, but it had like that attitude to it in like the weather. So it was like dark and cold, but there was no rain. But there was also like no breeze or like no humidity or anything like that to suggest that it was raining either. It was a really weird day, but it was kind of nice. It's just cold. The thing, I'll get you guys up in here. After you hunt the donkey, I'll get you into these parts if I can. Is this your favorite game? No, Diablo 2 is my favorite game of all time. RimWorld, ironically, I didn't actually like and wasn't interested in before I started playing it. Very much like Project Zomboid, I was not interested in, didn't like. My mate bought me both games. Well, not Project Zomboid, sorry. He bought me this one. He bought me RimWorld, and a couple of people in my community got me Project Zomboid, and both of those games I do like playing now. I've only been playing like RimWorld for like 6 years though, so like I'm still core game, no DLCs. I have like a closed mod playthrough going at the moment. I don't feel the need to like add any DLCs or mods or anything like that. And yeah, most of my time playing RimWorld has been playing this colony. Because yeah, as I said, we've moved from we started down here, so that was our first location, which was that was Salvation. That was the first location. We built that and fully deconstructed that before we moved. Then we moved up to here, which was Quillen. That was our second location. When we moved to that, 1.5 updated and it broke my tile, so we had to emergency evacuate as soon as we moved in. We weren't fully moved in. It wasn't fully constructed when we moved out. And I didn't know we had glitches that were like the caravans were unpacking as we were packing them, so we left without food. So when we moved from there, we moved up to here, and my colonists moved in starving. So we had near colony ending experiences there for a couple of years in that location. Like it was several months consistently, right? but like IRL months consistently, that was just rioting and stuff before we got them to become stable. And then we stayed there for like over a year, which was unintentional, but we stayed there longer than we wanted to because one of the updates happened. It was like, you know, 1.6 or whatever, and I had to wait because I was looking for a place we could move to that was going to be able to, you know, be able to keep us alive. And we're moving further north, so it's getting super cold as we're moving further north. So this is our current location. This is Minwick, and we are, there's the flag, so that's where we're going. Not that far away, but I'll probably move like once or twice more between it just to adapt to the cold, because we're going up to like a pretty cold area, and I am not ready for like full cold with like 300 odd colonists. So who we got? We got Nick and Lauren. Oh, is attracted to Nick's lover, wants to sleep together. Your husband was dead, wasn't it? Hold on. Ex-lover was Nina. Your current lover is Lauren. And you don't have any other partners. Alright, hold on, let's go get you guys a double bed, because it's the only way to get one is if I allocate you guys one. So just give me a hot second, guys, while I allocate these two a bed. I only have a really limited number of double beds, so I have to keep an eye on who becomes a couple and then put them together. Hold on, nearly there. Nick, and I think it was Lauren. I'm pretty sure. I probably should have just scrolled down because it would have been right next to it. I'm pretty sure it's just Lauren, which is the colonist that I think I'm sending in the caravan, who does nothing around camp. So that's kind of funny. Yeah, you. Alright. Let me go and check on them and make sure I've got the right couple. Lauren, you in the relationship? Hold on. Yes. Okay, cool. Alright, they're good. They're sweet. Alright, well, they've got a bed together, so that'll make them happy. And I think you're in a caravan, which is fine. I'll leave you guys alone. What else? It's fascinating that Australia gets snow. Kind of, had the idea it doesn't, but suppose, it's many a weird place overall. New South Wales gets snow. Like, certain parts of New South Wales get snow. I think Victoria maybe gets snow. Like, I'm not sure about Canberra, but I know it gets cold as shit. That's what you guys broke. You broke the fence. It's fine. They'll make that again later. It'll be right. And obviously, like, yeah, Tasmania obviously snows and shit. But, like, yeah, there's a few places, like, weirdly semi-inland in, like, New South Wales that snows. Like, it's... I always say this because, like, in Australia, like, you know, 16 hours or 24 hours drive is not that far, right? Like, a 9-hour drive's not that far and shit, right? So, like, it's not really that far if I ever wanted to, like, drive to New South Wales or whatever, right? Like, I could drive to snow. For me, it is still within driving distance, essentially, even though I'm, like, in Queensland and shit. But, like, yeah, I've never been. My partner's been to snow, which is funny because I used to use his snow jacket to exist in winter, and it's long since like become like unusable kind of thing. So I can't wear that anymore for warmth, which sucks. But like probably semi would buy a snow jacket again because like I'm generally fucking cold most of the time. Your plants. Well, I think we've got all the corn out of the corners. So we've got this in here. I want to go... And I wanted to check on like the crops and stuff over here, but for some reason this one's the only one. Oh, it'd be because they've got the roof lights. That's fine. I just wanted to check what was going on with that room because the other rooms weren't like lighting up. So I'll let you harvest your rice first, love. What else? Do you play games with friends? I mean, I used to. I stream at 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. on weeknights, so typically most of my friends and family and stuff like that my partner and whatnot, they are generally asleep at this hour. So it's not really particularly a good time for them. I don't play with people I don't know. So like I don't hop on to servers and play with randoms and stuff like that. It's not my thing. Like sometimes I'll hold like special events, rarely, but I'll hold special events where like people I've gotten to know in my community and stuff like that. Like I might hold like a special thing or whatever to play a game, but that is exceptionally rare. That's like once every other year. So like if somebody's holding out hope for that, don't hold out hope. It's not worth it. That sounds so bad. But I should have said that a bit more positively. Anywho, yeah, no, I generally don't. There's some games where it's fine to, you know, I kind of like games that are like shooter games that are inconsequential, where you like jump in, jump out. It doesn't fucking matter if like you lose your shit or like you die or whatever. But like whenever it comes around to like games where, you know, you're playing with people, building up like a community or keeping a base or something like that, like I tend to find that like most people are not particularly willing to like organize their shit, and they will tend to like abuse the fact that I am happy enough to like organize stuff. Not happy enough to organize their stuff. I'm just saying like the organization purpose of like being able to find shit and like craft shit and stuff. Like I'll put shit away, but I won't do it. Like I'm not going to put it away for other people kind of thing. And yeah, I've played with people that have tried to abuse that, which is kind of like, you know, when do I get to play the game kind of thing. But also, you know, as a woman on the internet, if I play games with people I don't know, it's always the, oh my god, you're a girl, or fuck off and get in the kitchen, you hoe, kind of thing. And it's like, cool, I just wanted to play a game, you know? Didn't need none of that. But yeah, no, I quite enjoy just more solo games, particularly like when I moved out of home and I got my own place and shit. I tended to, like, I mostly only played games with like my brother and father and shit back then, and I kind of was like, you know, like people come and go with their interest in games and stuff, so like I would continue to play a game long after people were no longer interested in it, or long after it was no longer like the, you know, trendy thing and stuff. So yeah, I just got used to playing games solo for the most part. Like I liked playing like Diablo 2, StarCraft 2, Warcraft 3, Frozen Throne. Like they were the ones that I probably played the most. Age of Empires. I probably played some other shit in there too that I can't think of. PUBG came in later. 7 Days to Die came in later. RimWorld and other stuff. The fuck?
Secret gift. Was purchased by das_Floet from Aprilix Throne Room. WTF, thank you so much.
The fuck indeed. What the thank you, Das. Hold on. Let me go have a look. Fuck. If I don't look at it now, I won't remember to look at it now. And Throne will like throw me around somewhere where I won't be able to find shit. So this will take me like a hot minute. So just give me a sec. Oh, thank you. Where the hell is stuff? Every time I come in here, they change it, and then I can't find stuff. You would think that it would notify me of like a location. Hold on. I feel like this shouldn't be as hard as it is to find things. I say this like anytime I like go looking for something. Hold on. Will you show me the thing? No? You know what? I could probably find it. Hold on. I feel like I'm wondering if it will show me from Discord faster. No? Oh no, hold on. There we go. Don't mind me. It takes me like a hot minute to fucking find anything on my throne. but thank you. That will get added to my random game night. Then pretty much anything that's on there like that will get like added into like random game nights. So yeah, I guess look forward to that. Although my random game nights are a bit like scrambled all over the joint at the moment, so it might be a month or two before I get to play it, but it'll be in the list, which will be neat. So thank you. That one's an interesting one I'm looking forward to. They're up to like 8 days left to get out here too, so I don't know if they're gonna make it, but we will see. I also find there's Pumpkin. I'm looking for you, Pumpkin, because you can do harvesting, so I'll get you in here as well. Yeah, thank you, Das. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. As I said, it'll be in the random game nights, so later, probably June, I think June, July is when I can shift in next random game nights and stuff. So yeah, it'll be a little while, but only because, like I said, I'm taking off like a lot of like time here and there to do rigging of my avatar and stuff. So yeah, otherwise I had random game night like once a week. So I was like really cycling through my games at one point, but now it's a bit like it's pushed back a bit. What else we got? Can you do a stream of Arc Raiders game? No, I don't own Arc Raiders. I'm not in a position to purchase any games at this time. As I was discussing earlier, I am in a situation where, just like the name of this particular like stream tonight is, I am just scraping by. So I am just barely able to eat at the moment. I will not be in a position to purchase any games, even on sale, for probably months. So yeah. What else? They do those crazy truck trains from time to time. What am I doing? Hold on. Can't even drive for more than 9 hours in EU. It's the law, and even still cross the country in a day. It's usually does it actually go out on such trips? So I don't anymore because I have medical conditions. So I can't really like, I need access to bathrooms and stuff for like my medical conditions and stuff. So I don't like to travel. But growing up, like we would go for like a 15-hour drive to go see like my grandparents or my uncle, go stay with them for a little bit, or like a 9-hour drive to like a relative's place or something like that. Like that shit was normal. Or we'd go for like a 3-day drive to go on a holiday or something like that into like New South Wales or whatever. Like my partner has driven from this side of Australia to the other side of Australia, which took like 2 weeks or something. So yeah, it really just depends on how interested you want to go somewhere, because it's very drivable. Obviously at the moment, as I said earlier, like fuel prices are kind of shit, so nobody's driving anywhere at the minute. But like, yeah, we do have like those really big like, what are they called, like B-double trucks and stuff like that have got like multiple big like tray things on them that just like carry so much shit around. It's more efficient than sending it on a train sometimes. Like we still have trains that also do the runs as well, up and down like and around Australia and shit like that. But like, yeah, it's mostly like driven for the most part. But yeah, you can pretty much drive like about 24 hours in Queensland and still be in Queensland depending on where you're driving. Same with like Western Australia. Like you can drive for I think 2 days in Western Australia and still be in Western Australia. And I'm not talking about like driving around in a circle. I'm talking like following a road from the top to the bottom kind of thing, you know. So it really just depends on where you want to go. And yeah, like if you go into like Western Australia, it has the same kind of importation kind of laws that you would have if you traveled on a plane. Like if you enter Western Australia, you normally have to submit if you have got you know, what do you call it? If you've got like fruits or vegetables or wood or anything like that. Electroids, if you don't stop that shit, I'm just gonna like remove you from my chat. I've seen the stuff that you've been saying, I don't appreciate it. So besides people hugging you, is it still fun to have homogenous player base, English speaking only? In EU, sometimes can't speak in games because language barrier. Do you mean like if I like hop on to a game or something like that, and I obviously like being female like get like weird shit and stuff? Because like it doesn't really matter like English or not. Like I prefer like my community to keep obviously conversation in English because I only speak English, and while some of my moderators are bilingual or multilingual and stuff, like they are still moderating in English chat. So yeah, if that's what you meant, I'm not quite sure. Yeah. I think I may have set up Lumi to like harvest like quite a lot here, but I'm pretty sure we're past the the heat temperature thingy's gone. And we're near the end of fucking summer, so that is also a concern as well. And I made a button down masterwork. Nice. Yeah. Let's see. Where is my caravan? Because I don't, or maybe, hold on. Where the fuck are you guys? Masterwork. You guys aren't fully packed up, so they look like they're gonna go regardless of if they got stuff. They might make it. You guys have not in like a mentally break sort of state. I think a couple are, but we'll see. Also, Red's made a like masterwork simple helmet, so go Red. Honestly, that's the answer. Yeah, I meant like in online games, does everyone more or less keep to like English, like in AU server? Depends. It really just depends. Like, most of the time, like if I'm in a game that's got like some kind of a voice chat, I usually just turn it off. If I'm streaming it, I turn it off because you can never know for sure what somebody is going to say in like your stream, and you're accountable for it and stuff. As for like, obviously, yeah, some of the stuff that gets said, some of it I just don't care to hear. And then it really just depends on, like, you might have two people that are like non-English speakers playing together, and it's easier for them to communicate that way. But like, I don't play in a lot of games where there is a lot of communication. Like, I'd say Warzone would be one where, like, yeah, I would hear like in-game chat, because sometimes people would give away their position, you could kind of hunt them and stuff, which was kind of useful for proximity chat. But like, it didn't matter if they were speaking English or not, because it's like sometimes they were having like the weirdest fucking conversations, or like the most personal ass conversations, right? And yeah, they're actually just like broadcasting it in like the whole area. You're like, man, I don't want to hear about what you did with popcorn at 2 a.m, right? So instead of that, instead of like saying that in chat, regardless of if you understood what they said or not, you just like, you know, try to like sneak up on them and shoot them instead or something, you know? Yeah. What's that so good a call? What I miss? Not a lot. My caravan looks like it's maybe going out, and I'm trying to give like a rundown of what it's like to be in, I guess, like AU servers and stuff on some games and stuff. Most part, I think like most of them are probably relatively English spoken. I think in most cases, a lot of like multilingual people will often step up to English instead of like English speakers or multilinguals stepping into another language kind of thing, if that makes sense. Like, I only know English. I have very vaguely learnt some stuff in other languages, but not enough to be conversational. So in my case, like if I heard somebody saying something, I might maybe be able to pick up a couple of words of what they're saying, but I'm not going to be able to talk back to them in their language, you know? So yeah, like the best I can do is English, you know? But yeah, in most games, if it's got any kind of in-game chat, like vocal chat, I normally just disable it. Also, these little fuckers are taking like actual like yak babies and stuff, which is not what I want, but they took so long my yaks had babies. So, high psychic drone. Cool. That's gonna be interesting because a couple of the people going out in this caravan are women and they are incredibly upset. And I'm not gonna hit save just yet because if I have to load back, if they don't fucking make it out, I'm loading back to when they're walking over here, not to the psychic drone shit. I'm not saving that shit yet. I would rather the game do a reroll and potentially give me a raid over psychic drone, honestly. I would rather that. Or an infestation or a manhunter or fucking something. Something that brings in some kind of like something else. Like, I don't really need more people. I could do some meat. We don't eat people, so cannibalism's not an option, you know, so yeah. Just this depends. We'll have to see what we get. We got an infestation like last time I played, and that was great. That gave us meat, but I think we're doing okay. Are we missing anybody? Doesn't look like it. Looks like Seal's the last one. And if they can leave, if my caravan can get the fuck out of here, all these yaks will go and eat elsewhere. Like, I don't even know if we have sufficient food in this for the group because I packed more people in afterwards with the intention that I was hoping to sell some blue fur, right? And, yeah. I have little tiny fucking yaks that have saddled up with stuff, so they've existed for like more than a day or so at this point, unfortunately. Yeah. If one of these people, if any one of my people cracks and goes berserk right now, we won't be saving the high drone. And I kind of almost want them to do it because then it would get rid of it. But we're waiting on Seal to get the fuck out. Once she's out, I can hit save. Also, like, I generally save and reload pretty frequently and shit with my game. So, for instance, like, I will save before a battle. Because sometimes what will happen in a battle is you might have, like, say 2 people go down or 8 people go down. And those 2 people might be, like, the original colonists that I want to keep alive. And the 8 people might just be generic people that don't really matter too deeply. And I would rather lose the 8 people than the 2 people. So I will reload, which I call re-rolling, right? So I'll reload the save and re-roll the option of who goes down, who dies, who comes out of the battle, okay, what kind of attack we get instead, all that sort of stuff. Perfect, thank you, Joshua Johnson. I didn't want the high drone. I want something else. Like, I don't want a mech battle at home right now, but I really just want something that isn't a fucking heat wave, cold snap, mental break. Like, oh my god, could you just give me a fucking raid or something? I would be so into a raid right now. I'd be so into an infestation or a manhunter pack. Like, either of those things. So, there's a good chance that something else will happen. Some kind of event, because I just erased the event that happened and we're woefully due for it. So, we'll see what happens. But they've still got to make their way back out, so yeah. Thanks for your perspective, I appreciate it. Love English, been speaking it since I was 4. Always wondered what it'd be like to live in a place with just one language. I mean, Australia does have more than one language. I think we've got like, I don't know what the exact number is, but I heard something about like fucking, if you combine all the different Aborigine languages and stuff that we've got here as well, it's like hundreds or something. So, like, we got a shit ton of languages. It just depends on what part you're in. I've grown up in a very particularly white area. I'm not, like... I haven't, like, strayed away from this particular topic before, but, like, my family were very specifically, like, racist, ableist, disablest, or fucking whatever it is, the, sexist. That's the other thing. Not disabled. They were shit people. Right, and they chose a shit neighborhood to bring us up in to hopefully become shit people, and I rejected that crap. So like I have grown up very kept away from a lot of like everyone else.